Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Intuitive Art Mediums. Thank you so much for being here for this business career path pick a card tarot reading. This is a timeless reading and will find you when you need it most. We have 3 piles to choose from. This is pile 1 with the green adventuring stone. This is pile 2 with the yellow jasper stone. And this is pile 3 with the pyrite stone. Take your time in drawing your pile. You may be drawn to more than one pile. That's your intuition letting you know that there's a message for you in that pile as well. Please keep in mind that these are general tarot readings, so only go with the messages that resonate with you. I'll begin with pile 1. There'll be timestamps down below for the other readings, and I will meet you at your reading. Hello, pile 1. If you were drawn to the green adventuring stone, welcome to your reading. We're going to begin your reading with the Money Manifestation Oracle deck, and we start with Walk Away. What you're doing now isn't working for you, but are you willing to walk away to make room for something better? Next, we have freedom of time. The freedom to do whatever you want with your time is one of the ultimate benchmarks of an abundant life. You are the master of your schedule. So it could be that you're walking away from a situation that doesn't feel right for you any longer. And maybe you're going back and forth, can I afford to do this or not? But what you might want to consider is starting up a little side business to try and get that going before you do walk away from a situation. However, there are many people that are being forced to walk away from their previous careers. So you are in many ways having to recreate yourself. Your next card is from the Sacred Code, the Sacred Wealth Code. Okay, Spirit tossed this card out. And we have the Administrator. Okay, with Saturn. I walk with a foot in both the earthly and spiritual worlds. I am going to read the meaning of this card from the book. And your mantra is, as I said, I walk with a foot in both the earthly and spiritual world. So I do feel like that the work that you do, you want it to be more spiritually rewarding. Your soul desire to be grounded, social service-oriented leader who preserves and uplifts humanity. The purpose, to responsibly lead and create practical systems and structures for the well-being of people, communities, and organizations. And then the shadow aspect is the inner critic, over responsibility, and limited view. So the Administrator is a grounded, preserving, service-oriented leader who is tapped into universal truth as a guiding principle. The greatest purpose of the Administrator is to organize energy into its proper practical form, the form which most positively serves humanity. As an administrator, you are dedicated to establishing systems and structures that support the success and well-being of organizations and their people. You are not afraid to take risks, but you do prefer a calculated, consciously designed approach to implementing big ideas. So you're able to take the big ideas and break them down into smaller tasks, into steps that are easier to delegate and to take those steps so that the big project can come together. You're a powerful leader and also can be an excellent entrepreneur. You have the superpower of implementing process-based action and are greatly respected for your innate ability to turn abstract concepts into practical action steps that others can follow to achieve what they want. So you might also consider being a consultant for other businesses as well. You have the currency of both earthly and spiritual wisdom and confidently walk with a foot in both worlds. You have a democratic approach and put the needs of the many before the needs of the one. You thrive when you have rhythm and routine in your work and personal life. So it's very important for you to have this balance in your personal life. And maybe that's what is making you consider on walking away from a situation. Maybe there is a company that relies too much on you and you don't really have any personal time for yourself. And now maybe you're ready to move up into being a consultant for other businesses so that they can run smoother. And that is something that you can do on the side, possibly, and then move that into a greater business where you can walk away from a situation. Or maybe you want to be in a situation, if you are a consultant, that for certain businesses you can tell them no because you don't agree with what it is that they're doing, because you are a highly you have a lot of integrity. You're an honest person. You want to do what's right by your community. And that can give you standing in your community as well. And that is also going to give you freedom of time. And that freedom of time can be utilized to making connections. So let's get you a couple cards from the Career and Life Oracle deck. Okay, and we have for you connections. Build bridges between people. Contact those who can help you. Your actions set you up for the next opportunity. So I feel like that is a confirmation to what I was saying, having the freedom of time to make new connections that are going to build new opportunities. Next, we have honest work. It's okay to have a job that's not very glamorous. Get some experience to help you move up in the future. Success is a process, not a quick fix. So maybe you have already made that step and you are ready to walk away from that situation so that you can step up in the process of your own success. And look at this at the bottom of the deck. We have opportunity. Doors are opening up for you. You have the chance to change jobs, start a business, or invest in a new venture. Just do it. And I do feel like that we should keep that card over there on the side to remind you that there are other opportunities for you. Okay, let's get you some cards from the Psychic Tarot deck. we begin with truth, with number 20. So the truth is very important to you, and maybe you are being honest with yourself, feeling that the current situation isn't allowing you to pursue in a truthful way. It doesn't fall in with your integrity. Next, we have light with number 19. You are meant to follow that light, and that light is guiding you to the freedom of your time. Next, we have new beginnings. Okay, I feel like that goes very nicely with walking away. You have connections, you have these new opportunities. Maybe you've already made these connections and new opportunities have already manifested to you, and that is what's making it a little bit easier for you to walk away from your current situation. Next, we have harmony. You are finding something that is more in harmony with who you are as a person, with people who appreciate your integrity, your authenticity. Okay, let's get some clarifying cards on here from the Light Seer or the Light Seer's Tarot. Okay, on truth, we have the Four of Cups. Okay, this has been a bit of a struggle for you. You've been disappointed more than once, but now there is this new opportunity that's being presented to you. And you're in that decision-making process of should I or shouldn't I? And on the light, we have the Wheel of Fortune. I think that is beautiful because that Wheel of Fortune is helping you to move forward. It's encouraging you to move forward. If it feels right to you, then maybe it's time to take that opportunity. Here we have the Page of Swords. This is a card of curiosity. And with this on new beginnings, I feel like somebody has been watching you. Maybe this is a company who is out looking for people like you to invite you to come work for them. And then on harmony, we have the Knight of Swords. Your path is clear. This is encouraging you to go for it. The Knights are instigators of change, and perhaps you are being asked, is this change right for you? Okay, let's get some tea leaves for you. Okay, we have October. Let's see what is going to happen for you in October. Okay, we have a hand in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Okay, then we have a bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. And then look at this, we have the 4-leaf clover, great good fortune. And one more card, a man, dealing or relationship with a man. And what kind of dealings is that? Advice from a friend. So you could be receiving advice from a friend. It could be a friend that is inviting you to join his business. So we have October. This might be something that you've been thinking about since last October, and now you're getting that assistance, that guidance, and I feel like that guidance is coming from this man and an advice from a friend. And there is this bridge of successfully overcoming a problem, and it leads you to great good fortune. We do have the wheel of fortune here. We have the connections and opportunity here as well that are bridging you with other people. And I do feel like that you have a friend that is helping you along to be in your truth. They appreciate your honesty. And this is your reading. I'm going to end it here. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it inspiring. And until next time, take care and blessed be, my friends. Hello, Pile 2. If you were drawn to the yellow jasper, welcome to your reading. We are first going to look at your Sacred Wealth Code card. I will read out of this book so that you have a better understanding of your card. And we have for you the Merchant with Mercury. And it looks like you have a money tree here. Opportunities to prosper are everywhere. Well, that sounds very good, especially for those of you who are going into business for yourself. And we have for you, okay, your mantra is opportunities to prosper are everywhere. Your sole desire to be a creative channel for prosperity. Your purpose to accumulate wealth to provide for the material needs of your people. And the shadow aspect of this is a workaholic. You can be moody, materialistic, and greedy. The Merchant is a brilliant, discerning, and flexible transactor who is conscious of the abundant possibilities for creating prosperity in the world. As a merchant, your goal is to accumulate wealth and provide for the material needs of people. Your sole purpose demands that you create wealth by being in service to others. As a merchant, you are aware that everything in the universe has an energetic currency. You are quick to quantify the values of resources and information in order to discern how you can best be channeled for trade, commerce, and profit. You are always on the lookout for opportunities to connect people, ideas, and assets in order to bring a potentially lucrative project to life. You're a hard worker and tend to multitask. Your keen instincts allow you to make quick decisions, and your adventurous spirit drives you to push the edges of tradition and take the necessary risks to make the deal happen. You are all about living the good life. You love sharing resources with others and inspire other people to enjoy the parts of their life which matter most to them. Okay, I do want to mention that since this card is ruled by Mercury, we do have Mercury going retrograde in Pisces on Wednesday, February 25th until Friday, March 20th. So you might want to keep that in mind. However, that is an excellent time to reflect on any kind of business dealings. Okay, let's get you a couple cards from the Money Manifestation. And we have for you, walk away. What you're doing now isn't working for you, but you are willing to walk away to make room for something better. Okay, are you willing to walk away from something for something better? Next, we have empowerment. You are ready to fully step into your power and accept all the responsibility that comes with it. Okay, so are you ready to make this change? This is something that you are thinking about doing. And we have keys, and keys are a mindset that shifts, that will unlock abundance and help you create your timeline of ultimate prosperity. So I think that you want this empowerment, but you may need to walk away from a situation for this empowerment. You might be doing a side business that you find is empowering, and it might be time for you to walk away from one situation and dive into another one. Okay, let's give you a couple cards from the career and life path. And we have for you renewal. You need to take time to recharge your energy to get back on track. Challenges ahead require you to have faith and break through. I feel like that could be speaking about that Mercury retrograde, because Mercury retrogrades are an excellent time to reflect, to renew, to rejuvenate, and to reevaluate. Next, we have guidance. Divine forces are showing you the way to go. You are discovering another piece of your destiny and your purpose in life. And maybe that purpose in life is helping you to renew. At the bottom of the deck, we have illumination. Something hidden is coming to light now. You find out about new jobs, opportunities, and options. Someone lends you a helping hand. And I feel like that is that divine guidance that is giving you that helping hand. So we will keep that card. But I do feel like that you may want to wait until after the Mercury retrograde. But during the Mercury retrograde, it is, as I said, an excellent time to reevaluate and review your business ideas. Maybe it's time to renew an old business idea. Maybe you are being guided to that. So let's get some tarot cards on here from the Psychic Tarot deck. And we begin with solitude with number 9. So I do feel like that it is good for you to spend some time alone, because only you can make this choice on whether or not you want to walk away from a situation and go towards something that you think might be more empowering. Next, we have intuition. In that solitude, you can listen to your intuition. And Mercury rules both Gemini and Virgo. And this could be an excellent time for you to tune into your intuition. But the best way to do that is to do that in solitude. Here we have number 9. Here we have number 2. Next, we have another 2 with spiritual union. This could be you communicating with your divine guides, with your higher self, to help you to decide. And that is also part of your intuition. But you can't really tune into that spiritual union and your intuition without spending some time alone. Look at this. Next we have number 6 with the third eye chakra, which is all about your intuition. It is your third eye. It is that foresight. It is tuning into your higher self and tuning into your divine guidance, being illuminated by that divine guidance and receiving that assistance through your divine guides. Okay, let's get some. And with this merchant card, it very well could be that maybe some of what you're doing is having to do with spirituality, books, crystals, herbs, making little thoughtful gift boxes that put together crystals and herbs and books and cards, and creating these personalized gift boxes. Okay. Next, on solitude, we have the 6 of Cups. I do feel like that this is something that you've always wanted to do, but you didn't have the opportunity to do it. The 6 of Cups is a card of nostalgia, coming back to something that you enjoyed doing as a child, something that appeals to your inner child. And in this solitude, you're tuning into that inner child as part of your own healing. On intuition, we have the 8 of Cups. This does show you walking away from something, which does correlate with the walk away key there. Are you willing to walk away to make room for something better? On the spiritual union, we have the 6 of Pentacles. This is a card of giving and receiving in a balanced way. And it could be a karmic return, financial assistance, a debt being paid to you, an unexpected windfall of money coming your way. We do have the money tree here. So it could be these are your karmic rewards to encourage you to move forward on your ideas. This is enabling you to walk away from a situation that isn't satisfying for you any longer. On the third eye, we have the 8 of Wands, directing your energies on your goal. You're very focused on what it is you want to do. And you are intuitively focusing your third eye and illuminating your pathway forward. Okay, let's get you some tea leaves. Okay, we have the Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. The Finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. An Angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. And then we have a Vase. There's a Secret Admirer. And February. And what goes with February? A man, dealings with relationship with a man. So you could have a secret admirer. And it is still February. So maybe around Valentine's, a secret admirer has let you know that they are interested in you. We also have the forest, the muddled, unclear thinking. This could be that indecision on whether or not to walk away. There's a finger here warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. So, but you do have your angel of spiritual guidance protecting you from harm. We have divine guidance right here with illumination. So I think that you will know when your divine timing is right. It could also be, this is why it's important for you to spend some time alone, because you could be getting some conflicting energies from other people who don't want you to walk away. They want you to remain stuck. And February, secret admirer or dealings with relationship with a man could show up, and that could also be part of this spiritual guidance, this protection, and this renewal. It could be someone that is saying, hey, I'm offering you an opportunity. But this is also, again, with the Mercury retrograde occurring February 25th, because we do have February here. And we do have this finger of warning and muddled, unclear thinking. It might be wise to take that time in solitude where you can tune into your intuition, your higher self, your higher angels, your guides, to give you that opportunity to reflect, because you could be experiencing some muddled thinking, because someone is causing some confusion by warning you of a problem that may or may not even exist. And yes, it could have something to do with a man, but that man could also be the spiritual or be this secret admirer. So only you are going to be able to decipher this for yourself, because it's going to be different for each and every one of you. But this is an excellent time for you to review, reflect, and renew. And I do feel like that there is an old idea, something that you've always wanted to do with this Six of Cups, and it keeps coming back to you in your solitude. And that's what's encouraging you to walk away from a situation so that you can move forward in something more enjoyable. And you do have this spiritual guidance that's protecting you from harm. And maybe walking away from a negative situation is part of that spiritual guidance that is going to protect you from harm that's either now or in the near future. This pointing finger could be somebody wanting you to stick around so they can blame you. Do not be the scapegoat. So keep that in mind as well. I'm going to end your reading here, pile 2. I hope that you found it helpful and inspiring. And until next time, take care and blessed be, my friends. Hello, pile 3. If you were drawn to the pyrite stone, welcome to your reading. We're going to begin your reading with the Career and Life Oracle. And we have for you success. The path you are on will bring you success and prosperity if you just keep going. Lots of little steps take you a long way. You're on track. And next we have journey. You may move to a new place for work or travel for work. Exploring the world gives you the experience you need to succeed. So I feel like that these two go very nicely together, because this is saying lots of little steps take you a long way. You're on track. And a journey starts with one step and continues with one foot in front of the other. So you are taking the proper steps on your journey to success. So let's get you a card from your Sacred Wealth Code. I will read the meaning of your card from the book. And we have for you the Administrator. Okay, this also showed up in the first reading. And we also have at the bottom of the deck the Magician. Okay, so with the Administrator, we have I walk with a foot in both the earthly and spiritual worlds. And with the Magician, I am a master manifester. Okay, and for those of you who know about the human design, the master manifester is one of those human designs. So since we already had the Administrator show up in the first reading, I am going to go with the Magician. And we have Rahu. I will quickly read a little bit about the Administrator here. Okay, so the mantra is, I walk with a foot in both the earthly and spiritual worlds. Your sole desire is to be grounded, social service-oriented leader who preserves and uplifts humanity. Your purpose is to be responsibly lead and create practical systems and structures for the well-being of people, communities, and organizations. And then the shadow aspect of that is the inner critic, over-responsibility, and limited viewpoint. And for the Magician, we have your mantra, I am a master manifester. Your sole desire to create freedom and make dreams come true. Purpose, to be present and attuned to universal laws and to use them to freely manifest on earthly plane for the benefit of all. The shadow aspect is manipulative, egocentric, narcissistic, paranoid, overly materialistic, and greedy. The Magician is a unique, highly intelligent, ingenious manifester whose fluency in both the laws of the universe and the laws of science makes it possible to create, acquire, and make things happen in the world. So in many ways, the Administrator has similar aspects because you work within the laws, you make things happen, and you take the steps necessary to create, to fulfill the bigger project. The Magician, you're a dynamic master transformer and manifester with equal footing in both the seen and unseen worlds, much like the administrator here. You expertly transform situations, influence others, and manifest your visions on the earthly plane for the benefit of humanity, much like the administrator. Playing at the edges of what is possible, you aim to alchemically unite the purest elements of your project with new energies and ideas. This means you often rock the boat, disrupt the status quo, and agitate situations in an effort to force the essential truths to rise to the top. In the process of transforming everything around you, you also undergo profound personal transformations. Your magician's path is riddled with twists and turns, all of which bring great lessons to you and those you serve. You are clever, whip-smart, and technical, and possess a fearlessness that others admire. You're wired to be seen in the world, but you are also astutely aware that fame and recognition come with a price. You choose your opportunities wisely and make it a priority to stay connected with divine wisdom as you transform, manifest, and acquire in the material world. So you may want to watch the first reading, which had the administrator, and you will see how these two go very well together. And I do feel like that with this success and journey, there is an alchemical approach here. Your path will bring you to success and prosperity if you just keep going. Lots of little steps, much like alchemy, as you are purifying and making things come more into, you want the truth to come to the top, and that is part of this journey. And you're exploring what the world gives you in the ways of experiences that you need to succeed. So I do feel like that these two go very well together. Let's get you a couple cards from Money Manifestations. And we have for you the Boss. Gone are the days of answering to anyone else. Your destiny is in your own hands now. And I do feel like that goes very well with the Magician. You are the master manifester. Next we have retirement. Working hard can be a thing of the past. Now this could be, yeah, you are retiring from an old job, but that doesn't mean you're retiring from the world. And look at this at the bottom of the deck. We have freedom of time. The freedom to do whatever you want with your time is one of the ultimate benchmarks of an abundant life. You are the master of your schedule. This card was also part of the first reading. Okay, let's dive deeper into this reading with the tarot. I am using the Psychic Tarot deck. And I do shuffle these decks in between the readings very well as on camera. So I do feel like that there is a strong connection between the first reading and this reading. Okay, we begin with fertility with number 3. Now, fertility can be prosperity. It can be having some really good ideas that grow. And here we have 2 trees in a jar, and that does, they're the money jars. They're financial gain, success, growth, and expansion. And I do feel like that goes very nicely with the fertility card. Next, we have harmony. Being in harmony with what it is that you want to do. And I think that a lot of it has to do with now you have the freedom of time to be your own boss. You're retired from, your old job. You paid your dues, but you're also utilizing those experiences, those connections, and even those successes to build even more success. Next, we have number 3 with recognition and reward. And the magician does know the price of fame and fortune as you are being recognized and rewarded. And then we have truth with number 20. Okay, and I believe that truth also came out in the first reading as well. So I do feel like that this has a lot of similarities to the first reading. You are standing in your truth. You are now claiming your recognition and rewards. And this is in harmony. You are growing as an extension from this retirement where you are now your own boss. You have the freedom of time, and you might be using, your retirement pension to invest in a new business or a business that you've already had on the side so that you can enjoy. And maybe that has something to do with traveling as well. This fertility card could also be having the financial means to follow your dreams, to go on this new journey, to manifest. On fertility, we have the 2 of Cups. Okay, this could be something that you do with your partner. The 2 of Cups can also represent your higher self, finding harmony with your higher self. This could also be, with the fertility, it's not necessarily children, although it could be children, grandchildren. It could also represent the fertility, the creation of a new project that is like a child to you, that you nurture. On harmony, we have the 2 of Wands, stepping out of your comfort zone. And I do like seeing this harmony card with this 2 of Cups in fertility, because it feels like that everybody's on the same page, and now you're ready to step out into the world and do something new. On recognition and reward, we have justice. So I do feel like that there is some rewards there. This could be receiving a financial windfall from some money that you paid into something that is now, there's legal issues, and now you're getting money back from that. I do know that there's talk about all this tariff money that was paid into by companies, and different ways that they can get back that money that they paid into those tariffs that were illegally imposed on them. So there could be something with that. You may have to do some paperwork or contact the right people, because I think what the lawyers are doing are they're taking individual cases and putting them together for more of a class action. So I'm not giving any legal advice or any financial advice. That was just something that I heard on the news today regarding the tariffs and how certain small businesses can apply to getting some of that money back that they had to pay in on those illegal tariffs. And then the truth comes up, because that is what the magician is all about, that alchemy, the purification where the truth rises up, and here we have strength. So I do feel like that you have a very strong case in your truth, and I think that it will help with your freedom of time. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have 3 of Cups. There is celebration here. Celebrating your truth, celebrating your freedom of time, and celebrating this recompensation. And it could be that together with your business partners or with other businesses that are in the same situation, the Two of Wands is stepping out into out of your comfort zone. And for some of you, you know, because this is kind of unknown territory, it can be uncomfortable, but there's a harmony here. And with the administrator here behind the magician, who is orchestrating, because as you'll see, we have a conductor here orchestrating the harmony of what needs to be done to accomplish the situation at hand. And it is a journey. So let's get you a few tea leaves. Okay, we have the tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. Then we have the rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. Okay, here we have a dark woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. Then we have a lily with spiritual love. And I think that goes very nice here with the harmony card and the spiritual love. And the rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. This could have to do with fertility and the Two of Cups. Maybe it's you, maybe it's someone you know that is really trying to have a child, and they've been struggling with that. But slowly but surely, it's getting ahead. And finally, we have happiness. So there is a great deal of happiness coming your way. Try not to stress too much on certain situations. So let's get these in order. We have the tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead with the fertility, and too much focus on sexuality, which could have to do with trying to conceive a child. And again, that child can represent a project that you're working on as well. And then we have the dark woman, dealings or relationships. This could be someone that helps you with this legal situation. or it could have to do with starting this new project, this new business. And then we have spiritual love. And so long as everything's done in a loving, spiritual way, you will find happiness. So this is your reading, pile 3. Again, I recommend that you check out reading 1 to get more information about the administrator. And again, some of these same cards showed up with that reading, and you might see how they come together and give you more information. So until next time, I hope that you found this reading helpful and inspiring. Until next time, take care and blessed be, my friends.